Oh, we're upside down. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're upside down then. This is the way it goes. We're rolling? We're rolling. Bubs, we're rolling. Oh, good boy. Wait a minute. You guys see how cute this is? Look at this. He just perched on the little edge of this chair here. Oh, he's a little Bubs on a perch. Yeah, he likes his little viewpoint in the van. You can see all around. He just observes. He's just like me. He just likes to observe. That's all we like to do. We're not trying to interfere with nature at all. We just are here to observe. But some parts of nature some motherfuckers just don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to see themselves on video, no, because it shows how fucked up they are. So observation is oppressive, yeah, you cannot help yourself but even wondering what the fuck is going on is actually bothering somebody that's getting away with something. Whoa. I don't know, man. How the hell? So here I am, sitting in my van yet again, looking out for snipers. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? They just found my friend dead. And right, dude. He was the only other Stone, right? Like, Stone was witness to who it was that took out these, my friend that was a Marine, war hero, missing person from a year ago, Kelly Gravitt. And, right, it's just so dumb. Like, these people killed somebody over rumors, and then now they're killing other people over other rumors. Just, like, their insecurities are so bad. Like, their insecurities, like, oh, no. Like, and then, like, so, it's like they're trying to cover up their tracks, but making it worse. But it's like, why, dude? I don't even... You know, like the people that are witness to it are just like, they don't know. It's not like it's going to turn into anything. I don't know anything. Kelly didn't know anything. Right? It's just... So, I don't know, man. Kelly's dad was grateful that I was helping him, like, as I was, like, hearing the community talk about the rumors and everything, and I told him about the last night that I saw Kelly, and how weird it was that very morning, Uncle Whit said to his tenants or whatever that he was going up the hill to pay for a hit on me. Like, same morning. So it was like he went up to put one on both of us. He like they said he got his money and went up to pay the hitters, and drove off to go take care of it. Like, just old mafia grandpa over here, you know. Robert Whitney Logan, hello, dude. I have him on audio. I've posted it a
him saying, you'll never make it to court. I'll bury you first, right? So that was because he knew that the shit that they were pulling on me was, worthy of a lawsuit where I could win the land and should have won the land. I was a co-owner and pulled into this whole nightmare tornado. And so, right, of course my land partners wanted to get rid of me because they had done so much horrible shit to me that they knew that they were going to be booted off the land and lose everything that they had all worked for, whatever. I just wanted to get along and coexist. But their tenants were telling, you know what I mean? It was just like all this gaslighting and fear-mongering and all this crazy psychology stuff going on with everyone. Everyone was manipulating each other in the circles, and I ended up being the Puna punching bag because I'm authentic, I'm documenting, I'm doing what comes naturally to me. I observe. I'm interested in what people are going through. I'm genuinely, when I ask somebody what how's their day going, I actually care. And you know what I mean? Like, and I try to help them find solutions for what they're going through, like the difficulties they're going through. So I realize I've been a teacher my whole life, even since I was a little kid. But to people with superiority complexes, they feel threatened by me because I end up being so smart, and because of my speech awkwardness, you can tell I've got I'm somewhere on the spectrum, and I say, you know what I mean, or all those too much. I can't help it. I have a way of, processing thoughts and trying to choose, words which are going to be the most image building. Really, I have a very descriptive imagination, or my imagination. I have a very good ability of vocally describing my imagination through my vocabulary. Yeah, I'm articulate. So people see me, they see I'm slow learning, they see I'm easygoing, pretty much a pushover. I'm not like trying to dominate anybody, and that means, you know what I mean? So to some people, they see me as a target, like they can easily, get something out of me. And if not, then they can at least stoke a reaction out of me, right? It's just, so I get bullied a lot. I get, because of my excitement for learning. They see it, she's like, oh, Mr. Smarty Pants, whatever. But to me, I just love, it excites me to find, data that stands out as anomalous as compared to what your theory is supposed to hold. To me, I'm just like, yeah, but guess what else could be going on? To me, that's just like, wow, that's, that's the front edge of science, literally. That's where science is moving forward, is in the big questions of what we think we know and what we know we don't know. So I, early on, got into the categorizing aspect of deductive logic, and I find it quite humorous that I'm even falling for AI videos now at this point. I'm starting to not be able to identify AI videos, and they're sneaking past me. One like the day after the Trump election, and him, it was just him all just going off, gloating, and saying how he was gonna then sue all the news companies and all this stuff for for trying to withhold freedom of speech. And actually supported it. You know, I was just like this whole thing, and it was the message was something I supported, so I wanted to believe it. I was cracking up just the other day. I realized, oh wow, that was probably psyop right there altogether. That wasn't even really him. And I think even since Obama came out and told us that they caught Bin Laden, the video there was so green screen, obviously green screen, and I was and at that I don't even think it was him. It literally looked like a computer generated speech of him saying that we caught Bin Laden. And so just that right there, I was just like, wow. We can't even be sure when we're actually looking at our president talking. I don't know, man. AI is going to be able to do a lot, but it won't be able to suck as bad as I do at music. You gotta have that raw fucking feel in there, you know? So it's worrisome to me that my friend is dead yesterday, and my other friend died almost 2 years ago. Well, we don't know if he's dead, but we have a hunch because of all of the circumstances. Surrounding it. So it's like not enough for a conviction. So, you know what I mean? Like Uncle Whit saying, I'll bury you, before I ever make it to court. And these 4 different people, one of them came, or 2 came as a couple, and then one other person, and one other person came and said that they witnessed Uncle Whit was in that mode of like, well, I gotta fucking take out Ponder, and you know what I mean, and go put a hit on his ass. And I went on a date that day. Like, I had open mic night, and I took my samurai blade down there, and it was weird as fuck, dude. Like, the people at the Kava bar were all acting strange. I went on as Senor Taco, and Leah recorded it. And, dude, so I told this story before, but I just want to make sure that you guys know. I'm going to post this, I guess, when I go to court, in case anything happens to me. In case I'm taken away in court again, or in case all of a sudden I'm found dead, made to look like I committed suicide or something. It's just, you know what I mean? I want you to know. I'm going to have this video released in the future. And if I'm alive in the future on the release date, I mean, I can move it, but I think I can edit in the editing. I can edit the release date. You know what I mean? It's just silly that it was this whole chain of events of people, like bad people, trying to cover up their tracks. when it didn't even matter. It's just like, you know. So, right, the saying "curiosity killed the cat." It's just like, right, because of all the fucking shady ass motherfuckers in the fucking shadows, just not wanting to be exposed. It's just super dangerous. So I don't know what's going on. I try to tell myself the fucking human trafficking thing is just a, you know what I mean? I blow it off like, I try to imagine what it would take mentally to be a part of this thing that they're afraid of. Like, right? Yeah, let's go hunt some kids and whatever. You know, it doesn't compute with me. I just don't see how anybody, like all the people I know, would want to see kids happy, and you know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't see how anybody could even like ever be turned on raping someone else. First off, you know what I mean? Like taking advantage of someone that isn't into it. Like for me, it takes like passion. Like both people have to be like stimulating, and right, and you heighten each other's senses, and there's love and passion and empathy, and it's making love, right? I mean, dude, like even porn, there's aspects of sex that show love even in porn. Like I don't, you know. So it got like that to me when I had my 8-year relationship. I started taking little corners of the blue pills and stuff, and we started making a schedule and stuff, because we did it a lot, you know, like a lot, like every day, 3 times a day sometimes, and she'd get there 3 times sometimes. It was a lot of fun, and you know what I mean? There was so much passion and adoration of each other, and we just elevated each other up so much. It was beautiful. And that's what, you know what I mean? That spark, that's what spark of life, you know, spark, you know, that's, to me, like that, the attraction, like even, it's like fundamental, the force, you know, like the force, is, you could almost call it love or God, or, you know, that, the negative, the positive, trying to get to the negative, right, to the, you know, all the way around the circuit, just that drive, you know, so yeah, it's like an electric force, but it's focused and like we're laser beams of God love, right? So anyway, that's the song. Remember that, Ponder. Laser beam. We're all just laser beams of God love. Something, man, that's good. Okay. Anyway, I hope I want to make art. I want to be inspirational. I want to make fun of all the stuff that deserves being made fun of. You know? Like bad ideas that were based on selfish, you know what I mean? Like whatever. Scams and stuff. Like, dude, we should eradicate everything that is just shiesty off of this planet, because we deserve better than this, man. It's like we didn't, you know, design such a complex system so that we could all just like get scammed off of the planet. Like, we should be trying to find symbiosis with nature and earth and whomever we are sharing it with. Because, dude, we don't know. That's just it, you know? We've got, obviously, an erased history And so to me, that's just like, duh, they're hiding something very important, very, very impactful. Therefore, like, which part of all of this is not real? Pretty much all of it, because it's, you know what I mean? This whole thing is an illusion. The way, like patriarchy has it all set up, and the economy is all just, you know, and the way our resources are going and stuff, dude, and just like, where is it all going? We are just burning through it, and it just does not make any sense. So, because I have love in my heart, like, I want what's best for everyone, right? I mean, especially my daughter and my family and my, you know what I mean, my friends and my loved ones and Bubbles and myself, and right, but everyone, like, nobody is excluded, even the poopy pants brigade, you know what I mean? I wish there was a way to hug it out and make these people realize that they are not in competition with us, and you know what I mean? Our sense of humor does not mean that they're dumb because they don't get it. It's just, it's really sad, you know? It's like, it's tragic. I'm so traumatized, it hurts to even, like, go there. If I even think about my daughter or my, you know what I mean, my losses and my chance of helping humanity with science and how that's been undermined, and dude, it just breaks my heart, dude. I'm like, really, this is the planet I'm stuck on here? Just everyone walking around just completely, like, consumed with whatever they're doing and just paying no attention and just letting this all happen around us. But I can't blame them. Individually, they all are doing whatever they think is best, and that's admirable in this situation, in these conditions. It is very difficult to, like, appreciate our system, you know? It's crazy. I can't even believe it. Like, this is the world we're living in. I just cannot believe it. Utopia is, like, right there, dude, on the other side of reality. It's just... right on the other side of all our denials. Oops. I did it again. found a pick in my pocket the other day. How did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Like, I just, like, a pick ended up in my pocket. I was like, who pickpocketed me? I got pickpocketed. Somebody put a pick in my pocket, and it wasn't me. Maybe it was my other personality, and I stole it from somewhere. In my consent movies, that was one of the twist endings of one of the movies I was going to do. Showing, it was just all of a sudden, like, the question of, right, the Jekyll and Hyde hypothesis. I guess in that movie, they turn out to be two different people. They were twins. But, for the whole movie, you're thinking, there must be just, like, this personality switch. Like one of them, when the one goes to sleep, the other one wakes up and goes out and does shit. Like Fight Club, right? That kind of thing. My Tyler Durden. That's right. So anyway, right? What part was I gonna come in? Oh yeah, right before everybody thought I was going crazy. When I was going crazy. So my case is weird, man. It was, right? The setup was so elaborate. And it doesn't make any sense. If these people were trying to kill me, they would have got me. They were surrounding me. They made sure that I knew and had night vision scopes in my mentality. Chris Hall came and tried to sell me one for $800 and showed me the YouTube video of how they show the breath and all that at night and put it in my head. So it looks like PSYOPs to me. And if it's PSYOPs and Chris Hall is involved, then Uncle Wit and you know what I mean? Like his whole network of people. That whole fucking hill might have been a PSYOP fucking operation. Simon torturing me and doing all that fucking shit. Could have all been some super villainous fucking PSYOP fucking garbage. And I don't... You know, I guess I do understand why. If I was the main target, it's because of the Declaration of Interdependence. That paper I wrote for the occupiers in 2008 or 10. And then, so, I mean, this goes back all the way to... You know, I can't say. Maybe it went back to when I, like, right when I turned 18 and I had that shit happen to me. And I was banished from my hometown community. And maybe... As soon as I was a legal adult, the first thing I signed. Maybe I did sign my soul to the devil or something, for all I know. I don't remember what it said. I didn't get copies of them. Anyway, huge mistake, dude. I was a dumb kid. Let's pick on the dumb, autistic, retarded kid that just tells way too much truth. Let's just fucking, like, use him as a tool for his entire life. I just, you know, it's horrible, dude. These people are horrible. If that's their fucking gig, is to find and target children dude. I was a kid. I mean, I was a kid until they tortured me and did all that stuff to my body. And I was so depressed, you just wouldn't even be able to imagine somebody surviving through this. Going from like so popular and living up the party life, like loving it, like living the dream. Off-grid fucking fruit farm in Hawaii, surrounded by babes and parties. It was so much fun. And just to be banished for a bunch of shit that I didn't do. Like just a bunch of haters just making up garbage and just right? Like a punching bag, just being like ping pong balled around the fucking community. It was just crazy. All of these people taking out their inadequacies, their insecurities about their inadequacies on me. It was just, like, so I didn't mean to create envy and make anyone jealous of me. I was trying to inspire people to be a part of it. Just join the fun, right? Everyone was invited. You didn't have to be poopy pants about it. Just be cool and join the madness. But man, this is gonna take a long time. But I mean, yeah, right. I wrote the occupiers were out in 2008, and I wrote the Declaration of Interdependence, and right the. They didn't, the news lady on Fox just trying to make them out to be like crazies, just trying to get a free ride. She's like, what do these people want anyway? It's just like, read the signs, dude. We want the corruption out of politics. We want to feel like our vote matters, like we all have a voice and a say in what's happening. So, and I could see that even just with the early days of Facebook, how people were so argumentative and so just, like the trolls that were out at that point in our development. It was nauseating to see how many people were just cruel to each other with that boundary of anonymity. They didn't want to, right? And everyone was just so self-righteous and thought they were so smart and wanted to tell everyone and one-up everyone's stories and all this stuff. There was this weird, like, just where everyone was stepping on everyone's toes all at the same time and losing friends, right? All of your high school friends, you find them on Facebook, and then all of them were threatened by your authenticity and offended and left the conversation as soon as you had a different political stance or a different opinion about anything. And I'm just like, really? People aren't even able to, like, entertain the fact that people might have different views, much less that their views might actually hold substance, It just blew my mind. So right away, like by 2010, I was just in this weird mode of like testing the waters of the internet. Like, I was gone traveling the Rockies for a few years right after high school and didn't really even get my computer until I was like 20 or so, and had my glass blowing station built, and I was running a property and growing my own weed. And then I actually had a place to plug in and leave my desktop and all that up, and I started writing music then. And learning the computer language, and so yeah, I've had like every kind of job. I did temporary service in Utah, so because I'm autodidactic, they could teach me whatever, and I would just like learn it first day, be able to perform just as good as their other workers doing anything. It didn't matter. They could send me anywhere in the valley. And so I had so much experience and saw so many different ways of existing and so many things that just blew my mind that people, I was just like, wow, dude, money is a weird motivator. It is not the right incentive to have driving everything that is going on with our society. We need to actually have some incentive that focuses on what is best for the people. It is that easy. And so the Declaration of Interdependence, I wrote it for Occupy, saying like, look, we just need to realign our incentives in the right direction towards the future that we want to achieve. And that takes getting to the root of what's causing our, we're raising narcissists is what it comes down to. I didn't realize the psychology when I wrote this when I was like 30 years old, and my daughter was, out in the custody battle and all this stuff, and just lucky. I was feeling lucky to be a stay-at-home dad, like a single dad that owned a property. Even I bought it like at the 2008 crash and everything. So they got me, dude. They fucking reduced me down so many times. I've been multimillionaire status, and they just like reduced me down to nothing. It is crazy. The levels of conspiracy just to even keep me from having the power of having money. And so I quit fighting. I'm like, why am I even, like, they held me up at gunpoint eventually in Humboldt, and dude, I've been traumatized from it. I'm just like, dude, I don't ever want to have anything that anybody else would want to take from me. I don't want to be on top of any kind of pile. I don't want to be targeted. You know what I mean? It's just so nuts, dude. And I'm so valuable. I find treasure in every environment that I look. I just whatever I touch turns to gold. My art is so valuable. Like I'm an undiscovered Leonardo, and the fact that these people all conspired to just now, and even with the judges and the Puna preacher, Joe Havansky and Tamara May, going through my stuff twice and taking away all my specimens so I couldn't even have a say in the scientific community. They took my science career away from me. So, like Tesla's shit and his fucking stuff, I was onto something huge. They conspired to such a huge degree to get my rocks from me, dude. So, what have I been saying? Think about that. I don't even know which part of it is. Yes, it's an electric universe. Look at the internet, dude. Like, go to the Thunderbolts project. Fucking thousands of videos that will change your entire paradigm. And they're spot on. They're not being, overly conclusive about any of it. It's just education about plasma. And, dude, Ben Davidson, and Stefan, dude, it's all over. People know. I'm not making videos that are explaining it to anyone. And yes, I'm onto a certain aspects that those guys that I just mentioned haven't touched yet. Maybe that's what it is. Those things that I've touched. And I'm still talking about it hypothetically. Seems like maybe comets are how planets are formed because of the coma of water that forms around them. There's a water bubble around comets. Hydrogen from the solar wind, oxidizing rock, electromagnetic chemical reaction, right? Electrochemical reaction. So that would indicate that the Earth could be hollow. That could explain how it's expanding. All these things, expanding Earth. But there's so many channels. You could watch expanding Earth videos all day and you would be convinced. Some people could watch flat Earth videos and be convinced. But if you learn first about deductive logic and logical fallacies and see, how to rule things out properly, then there would be no question. If you stay hypothetical about things, and so. What, Bubs? Dude, I'm making a video. It's important. Why am I clogging up? What do you see out there? Ugh. The silver feels like it's not good for me. It went bad or something. Sitting in Tamara's house for 6 months. Oh my god. Alright, so, dude. One guy showed me a video that didn't really show anything, and he was telling me not to tell anyone because it implicated dirty cops. But like, dude, I don't know any of the cops' names. The video didn't show anything conclusive. Just because I saw it doesn't mean, you know, I'm gonna like pass it along to someone that could do with it. I don't even know where it is. I probably deleted the thing or whatever. I don't know why. You know, it's probably broken on another phone, truthfully. And then why would I? You know, I don't even. It's not actual evidence of anything. You know, they say it was the last time Kelly was seen. I can't tell who it even was in the video. I can't even say that it was him, much less, you know. And the guy got down on the ground and was saying, just, you know, she had nothing to do with it. Just take me, just take me. That kind of thing. You know, but I just, right, I'm not a witness to anything. I'm not trying to sue any of my neighbors. People are super dirty, dude. Like, yes, it's a syndicate. Like, there's cartels involved with all these things. Like, some of the, you know, some of the agencies are involved with the cartels and all this stuff. I am doing everything I can to not be involved with any of it. Like, I just want to make art. I want to, like, that's why I like stand-up comedy, dude, because I can just sound like as crazy as, you know what I mean? Like, I sound like Looney Tunes when I'm up there. Like, nobody in their right mind is going to, like, believe anything I say up there because it's so far off, you know? Like, so it's kind of, that's what makes it funny, and it allows me to just say it, you know? Like, to me, isn't it obvious? But also at the same time, like, who else would have spent this much time diving down so many rabbit holes and just like, whoa, like, trying to figure it out? You know what I mean? Like, it's a full-time job. I work all day. I study all day. I am just searching. And yeah, some of that is watching comedy and analyzing the tactics, their style, their timing. I mean, dude, I'm dissecting it. So I look at all these different comedians and what makes their stuff so clever. Man, that one I did the other day, holy shit. I watched it again. I didn't even realize I was that genius. I was just like, whoa, like some of those jokes are like, I just snuck it in there, like on accident. I was just like, whoa, dude, I just do it, like, on the spot. None of it was planned. I had no idea what I was going to bring up. When I got up there, I just started tripping over my own feet. It was like I was tripping over my own feet every step of the way. And then people would try to catch me and heckle, comment back, you know, and it would just divert me, and then I would actually remind me of what I wanted to do. And anyway, it was like, that feels like a good environment to me, like the being on stage with a microphone, not to be taken too seriously. I like that. minimal stress heckling from people that are drunk. You know? Oh no. That's right. That's just like an expected derpy derp to someone who's actually like expected to like have a perspective at least worth looking or at least worth looking at. Dude, I don't want to die for no reason. I was just being a little smartass. Please, please don't kill me. I'll never ever hurt myself, I swear to God. I don't care how much I'm hurting. You don't realize how much I'm hurting. Bubs, you need to go outside? Speak. Okay. Alright. Okay, Mater. Okay, Mater. Do you guys realize how crappy it is to live in a van down by the river? Sucks.
Shucks, I tell you. It's no bueno. No bueno.
It's like the least fun ever. And dude, I'm looking at like traveling the world, and they're like, I wouldn't go right now. Not if you have any charges ever or anything. I'm like, oh, they tainted me. Dude, I didn't ever do anything wrong to anybody, and I'm a prisoner of war, dude. The drug war was wrong. People, oh my God, dude. We should have the right to be our own doctors. I don't care what you say. Dude, straight up. People are on oxycodone and fentanyl and all sorts of stuff. People are on fucking speed and whoop-de-doos and who knows what else. Dude. And I mean, yeah, people are gonna, this is where the global voting platform would come in great, because I can't even really decide, you know what I mean? Like, how would we make it like so there's like a safety net from people not like hurting themselves, like, you know. Because the global voting platform, there was the idea to throw in questions attached to the votes, and then the votes could count more times for people that knew how the vote was going to impact reality and like knew the dynamics of the vote in question. Like, so, you know, people would do their homework first. The incentives would be to learn before you actually vote and affect things, and then give equality credits like cryptos based on all the questions you answer right and votes that you get that count. And then that way people that are just believing commercials or voting without educating first, or, you know, just guessing and stuff over, right, biases and propaganda, whatever, the questions would separate that so the people actually knew the real science of what was going on. And, you know, that way it would be a filter for like healthy choices, based on the well-being of the people, not just the economy, right? So yeah, it's hard for me to just, I can't let this go. I can't, you know, it just seems so important and nobody's doing anything about it. And I mean, I see other artists on YouTube, on whatever, like, platforms, you know, like Elon Musk dares to start a third party. Like, that's what I was suggesting. That's why I think I got targeted 2 years ago. And people say, Trump doesn't care about you and whatever. But, like, dude, if I had gone viral somehow and people saw my message, I think that, you know, yes, a guy that chose, well, you know, to not die, but to just let, like, these people be, like, forgiveness. I was trying to be Christ-like, and not because I want to be Jesus or anything, because I just felt like I wanted to do what was right, what sits right with me, because I'm an empath, because I love everyone. I see everyone as just a victim of a fucked up situation that we're all stuck in together. We're perpetuating the cycle of abuse. And so, right, that's, to me, like, my main objective in life is to cancel culture. Bullying is why there's school shootings. Hands down, bullying has to go. Not the guns. It's the bullying mentality. Narcissism. Narcissism is the problem. Straight up. It's vampirism, dude. They are vampires. People that are they're everywhere. They're control freaks. They put themselves in positions. These are the judges. These are police, and you know what I mean? Like, top dogs everywhere, dude. Like the NSA, the guy that punched me in the balls at the airport, dude. He straight up reeled up his fists and punched me in the nuts. Bubbles, what are you doing across the street? No! Bubbles! Where'd the moon go? I lost the moon. Wait, where are we? Oh, there it is. Woo! Whoa, you can actually see it with an iPhone. Imagine that. Bubs! Get back over here! After this car. Bubbles! Dang, 54 minutes. Alright, well, I gotta upload this. And I gotta get it off my phone before I go to court. But I just thought I would share that and, right, let you know it doesn't make any difference. It's like, what good does it do? Like, for you to know, like, oh no, there's dirty cops in Hawaii. Oh no, the FBI is in on it, or the CIA is in on it, or Trump's got goons everywhere, or there's the Illuminati, or whoever. What Joe brought up, the Jesuits. Bubs, no, come on. I don't even know. I'm like sitting here looking this shit up after he ripped me off. I'm like, the Jesuits? Who the hell? The Knights Templar, the gray aliens, you know? Is it the Menehune or the Smurfs doing this shit? Is it like time traveling Terminators? Is Bubbles really a robot dog, dude? Is he really a dimension jumping, time traveling robot dog? Like, I joke about it, but the other day he straight up jumped to a different dimension and just like vanished for hours, and then just boom, all of a sudden came back. It was just like, what? Like it was no time at all for him. He was just like, what? It's like, dude, where have you been? So you never know. I see dimension jumping all the time. Okay, no, actually, now that we're talking about that. You, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Crossing the road? You're not supposed to cross the road without me. I didn't tell you that was okay. Nah, you're not crossing the road. You're not crossing the road. Road is danger. The road is danger. No dogs on the road. Alright, so where were we? Terminator Future? I don't know. If it's the dirty cops, please, guys. I don't know anybody. I don't have any evidence. I can't witness to anything. I sure miss my friend Kelly. He was the good guy. He was absolutely just crucified by a bunch of gaslighting assholes, just like I was. And you know, they are horrible people, but they will never admit that to themselves, much less anyone else. And you know, it's my bad for not being able to pretend otherwise. I haven't learned to be pretentious. I could never do it. So I guess I deserve all of this. So anyway, I do want to move. It's the wrong time in history to want to move to the US. I know. Dude, where do I go? I got like a fucking record. Okay, I gotta check and make sure it's cool. I was a dumb kid, man. I was a dumb kid. I was really dumb. So dumb. I'm still so stupid. And I spend so much time learning. Like, holy God, that's all I do. Like, people actually have jobs? Where would you find time? Like, dude, with all of that, I mean, I spend like 4 hours a day doing my art and hanging out with Bubs maybe. And then just like 10 hours at least learning. And you know, chilling and laughing my ass off while I do it. But it's just like no question passes my brain. A movie will stimulate a question. And then I'll be like, bam. Like I'll be looking shit up and then, you know what I mean? Cross-referencing, and it impacts my... It's like Google is almost guiding my adventure as well. It keeps suggesting different videos, like new things that are like right after, you know, it comes after whatever I just barely learned. It's just like the next steps. It's like, so who knows, man? They could be using me. They could program me. I could have no idea how many different, like, right? How involved they really are in the development of my capabilities and my potential. It might be way more foreseen and pre-programmed than I could ever imagine. It's so weird. It's so weird, dude. The coincidences I've seen in my life. Just the weird anomalies. Thousands of UFOs. The visions. Like universal consciousness, like my going from Mormon to atheist to agnostic to like super scientist, archangel, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm a freedom fighter. For for humanity, I would do anything. So it's like I've already sacrificed everything for my work to help humanity. And I'm really lucky to just be alive. And there's no way I would ever disrespect any of that. My art means so much to me. I can't believe Tamara would steal all my art like that, dude. My glass sculptures and stuff. She's just horrible lady, dude. She's a straight up succubus. Like, just drained, so dumb, dude. Just no idea how many, you know what I mean? How unique my stuff was in the world. And just, like, after I'm dead, this shit will be worth millions and millions of dollars. She has no idea. The world will never see it again because she's so stupid, dude. Oh my god. My art is just like, shit, dude. It just breaks my heart. Everything I did, people, I'm gonna get erased here. Oh, such a beautiful anomaly. I am one. I want to live to 132, at least, if not forever. And I don't care how much it hurts. I hurt already. And I'm missing my daughter and my love, and just there's no way I could be any more like let down and sad by society. But I still have love in my heart and hope for a better future, and because of that, I'm willing to do anything to work towards that. I don't see why the dreamers that can imagine a good world, like a peaceful world, why they're the ones taken out. It's because that's all we have to do is realize that it's possible and it'll happen. We are being preyed upon, and we need to free ourselves from this bondage, dude. It's fucked. So the judges are definitely involved here. Judge Kubota and what's his name? Hawken. Judge Hawk. Sorry, and then no, the other guy's crap. His first name was Hawken, but he's on the screen every time, and he was the one that seemed to intervene and change my whole trial's direction. But they're all somehow involved with making sure that I'm not able to have a voice, like I'm being suppressed, like shadow banned already because of my example. I'm living too free, and I can't be inspiring people to want to do what I'm doing. So, I guess with that, I'm trying to, like with my comedy, it's just shit show. I'm making a shit show out of myself. And being subtle about spreading the light. And that's kind of what the Elevated